New seasonal tax funding goes to work with larger Forest Service ground crews. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, I-70 traffic this weekend hit its highest level since last summer, equal to the population of Fort Collins on the road. Nearly 161,000 vehicles passed through both sides of the Eisenhower Tunnel Friday through Sunday, 13,000 more cars than last weekend, and nearly 60,000 more than 1 month ago. Daily traffic averaged 53,600 vehicles, a 33% increase over last June, and 63% increase in 5 years. Peak One Drive in Frisco is closed today for road realignment and building construction, the first major project on Summit County's road work calendar. Work on Peak One Drive continues through November on that windy stretch between the Medical Center and County Commons. The county builds a new sand storage and transit operations facility there. Other major projects include the final phase of the Summit Cove Loop project on Cove Boulevard from Sunlight Drive to Swan Mountain Road, that begins in mid-July, and new pavement on Boreas Pass Road near the intersection with Baldy. Work there starts in August. In late July, Swan Mountain Road gets new pavement to repair plow damage from the winter. And speaking of potholes, repairs to intersections on Highway 9 in Breck begin next week. Pothole repair at Dillon Dam Road begins in July. A 4-person U.S. Forest Service crew made to combat wildfires before they start got 2 more people in its second year, thanks to voter-approved taxes passed last November. District Ranger Bill Jackson.
That crew is out and about. They're up and running. Just have gone through training, and they're on the ground making contacts with visitors and, managing the dispersed camping aspect.
The 6-person dispersed camping crew is on the ground 7 days a week, an increase from last year, thanks entirely to 1A funding.
Last year was very successful in terms of number of contacts made and number of fire rings dismantled and abandoned fires put out. So it's been really successful, and we hope to duplicate that this year as well.
Jackson points to numbers from last summer when the 4-person crew put out 17 abandoned fires and dismantled 91 illegal fire rings. The crew also built buck rail fence and installed new signage. A group of snow sports lovers is hard at work this summer, fighting to make the skier responsibility code more visible, saying they are not satisfied with small print at the base of a chairlift.
When you're a new skier or even an experienced skier in a new area, and there you are loading up for the first time, reading a sign is not going to work so well at that moment.
That was Catherine Jeter with the Alliance for Skier and Rider Responsibility. This new nonprofit held a meeting last week with members of the National Ski Areas Association, the first small step for big change.
We have not one bit of interest in anything adversarial. Our desire is simply to complement the existing organizations.
Jeter hopes to post the code at ski shops and work directly with ski areas for improved safety, but she admits there are barriers, like poor transparency from resort companies. No local resorts share info on their injuries or accident rates except for deaths. Local fire danger is low today with no fire restrictions. There are controlled burns north of Silverthorne. In sports, the Rockies are off today before opening a series with the Diamondbacks tomorrow. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Race 2 of the Summit Mountain Challenge Town Series is this Wednesday, June 19th on the French Gulch Trails in Breck. Get signed up at mavsports.com. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.